Sarper and Shekinah, toxic. Like, I actually don't know what else to say. But let's get into 90 Days the Other Way, part 1 of the Tell All You All. It's Mary.
And Anna.
Leave you guys a like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, you all, because Sarper and Shekinah sat down there. I'm going to call out everybody. Shekinah strikes me as one of those women. You know, I don't want to fault her. But she grew up in a Mormon culture. She is one of 6 sisters. Apparently she said she was always the rebellious one. But to me, it seems like she is still in a place where she is not aware. I don't know if she actually wants to be aware.
Yeah.
And then she wants to call other people out on their toxic relationships. If I was her, I would have been the most mute on that stage. Because out of all the couples, you two are the worst. If I am being honest. But I do feel like Brandon is just an a-hole. I feel like he tried to sit down there and act like some angel with Mary. You're the one who went out of his way to make her not a virgin and then get her pregnant before the wedding. He strikes me as a demon, as far as I'm concerned.
Ooh.
But I don't want to go there yet. Sarper and Shekinah. I felt like her, she should not have been saying anything like that.
Yeah.
Because she sat down there talking about how, oh, it's the best relationship I've ever been in. He goes and he embarrasses you and says, don't talk about your other relationships. Like, as soon as you said, oh, it's the best relationship.
Her too. It's as if she went from one controlling environment to another controlling environment.
Yeah.
So here he's calling you, telling you, he talks to her about her weight.
Weighing her on a daily basis. She's in good form.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you're the prettiest
don't
girl.
Don't wear dark lipstick.
It makes your lips look too big. Sit up straight. So don't talk like this. And then she's like, well, I like being controlled. And he's controlling, and that works. And even Holly was like, well, I feel the same way, because if he's not controlling, then I don't feel like they love me. These are women who actually don't know what love is. And these are women who also don't. And you know, I feel like a lot of women don't really have the knowledge about certain relationships, like how to detect a good partner, what you should look in a partner.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of women don't have that knowledge, and I feel like Shekinah is definitely one of those women. But also, I feel like when someone tries to talk to her and give her advice, she does not want to hear it. Like the way she told Kalani, like, keep your projection over there.
She's not even ready to learn.
Not at all.
She's not ready to grow. She just isn't.
The man
and sometimes you have to just leave people where they are until they are ready.
And then also lied and said, if my daughter was in a relationship like this, I would be happy for her because this is the best relationship I've ever been in. I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then also I feel like she has cut off all of her family because they do not like Sarper. Sarper is an a-hole. He is
and he was so disrespectful to her sister.
Oh yeah,
So
I think he called her the B word, and then called his woman the S word, like in front of her.
Yeah.
And all this stuff, and I'm just like,
yeah, you have to.
And then she makes an excuse for him. Oh, he doesn't know English well. That's why he called me the B word. Like he's trying to express how horrible I am, so he called me the B word. And then he takes a lollipop out of your mouth and then throws it down because you walk out on a gym session with a girl that you told him, look, do not be training women. And you walk out of the gym session. So he's confronting you in the women's restroom and then throws it down. Like violent, emotionally abusive. And this is who she said they are the perfect toxic couple. And then has like completely cut off all of her family.
I will not, like, this is someone who, he continues to escalate the violence.
And so one day you have a black eye and then you're wondering, how did you get here? And I'm just like,
I mean, her saving grace now is the fact that they are on TV. But what happens when the TV goes away? The show goes away. A lot of decisions to make Shekinah. And you have a daughter? She has a daughter?
She does have a daughter with an older guy. Like, but the thing is, she was with somebody, her first love, her baby father, is like 20 or 30 years older than her. Like, got with her when she was like 19 or 20. I believe, if I'm wrong, y'all correct me. But all of that, it's a recipe for disaster.
She left the Mormon church, was found, you know, a father figure. And now you have Sarper, who is also controlling you.
Yeah.
In other aspects. You think you've left the Mormon church and whatever trauma you went through there. But guess what? You're still in the same relationship, but it just has a different face.
Yeah, so that's sad. You know, I hope she does get the healing she needs and she starts to look at her relationship and tries not to make it this perfect thing because it's far from perfect and you guys are not meant to be together.
Absolutely not.
But yeah, so that was Tarper and Shekinah. Holly and Dwayne, they didn't talk about much with them with this part one, but apparently she's been in the U.S. for 4 months. Have not talked to him in 3 weeks. Apparently he said his phone is broken, so he has not been able to talk to her, which, anyway, we'll get to it in part 2, but I just feel like...
He's the one who's in South Africa.
Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like,
I don't
he did
think
not
he
do enough.
likes her
Kenny was saying the same thing in part 2.
very much. He seems to be
irritated by her.
he doesn't really like her
Yeah.
at all.
Not really.
You know, but this is the problem that I have. You seek out an American woman, but you want her to come to South Africa
And
be
acquiesce
like
to your
a
ways.
South African woman.
Yeah.
Why don't you just find a woman who you grew up with over there in South Africa
I know
and
that
marry her?
And then you say, oh, I
Just
would have
don't
never got to
understand.
with an American had I known that this is what it would have been like.
How
That's
do you
your
not
fault.
know? Don't I mean most people know American,
Our
American
independence
culture and
yeah,
all that stuff. Like, find yourself someone from your culture if you can't handle that. But don't try to get an American woman and come and try and put her in your little box there. I mean, the boxes have to be little, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Your box is South Africa. I'm not saying it's, your South Africa is little, but
Yeah.
so that's the problem, and he's irritated. He doesn't like her at all. I will not be able to be around that energy.
Well, you
Because
see,
it's
that's
like
why
walking
she's been
on
there.
eggshells.
Yeah. Let's talk about TJ and Kim. They brought Jenny on. Jenny was there on her little high horse talking about how I was very respectful and I was this and I was that. Did you not cuss out Submit, told him to shut the F up, push the coffee table down, was yelling in his face?
She was out of control.
Like, you were also out of control. Like, Jenny, please hop off your high horse.
That's why the
And then you talking about how you
were.
refuse to go and be that daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Like, please do not think just because you're
I
older
know.
that you have some leg to stand on. Yes, you're not as crazy as Kim. Kim is Jackal misdied. Like, she is the original Jackal.
I was impressed by the fact that Kim wanted to go to India and go stay at his house.
Yes, but she is causing all type of havoc and just being a demon. Like, yes, they are burning cow poop in the kitchen. Okay,
What's wrong with that? They're trying to don't they use that for gas?
But they believe that cows are like gods because they, which I thought was very interesting when you look at the cow.
You
Because they
love
said that
cows.
I do. I love cows. I went and I petted a couple cows while I was here when we were in our old house or whatever. But it said the cows are like a god to them, which I didn't even understand at first. But it said because when you are born, you get nourishment from your mom. But now it's like when you're older, you get nourishment from the cow milk. And I was like, wow. So that's why they see it almost like a god. Like they see like the cow almost like a motherly figure.
I see.
So everybody owns a cow. And TJ also owns a cow.
Wow.
So that's why they kind of burn the cow dunk. It's like for good vibes, good energy and all that stuff or whatever. Which I thought was interesting.
So they burn it at the back of the house.
No, they burn it in the house. They take it all around the house and everything. They
Right.
actually get cow manure, put it in the thing, and they burn it, and they take it around the house.
Okay.
That's not something I will ever do. I would like to
I
nice
wonder how it
fall
smells.
like
I'm
candles
sure they put
with
some
lavender.
essential oils in there.
Oh, I will hope so.
I'm
But
sure they put something in there.
I would rather take some
Okay.
lavender or jasmine, burn that, and put it around my house. You know what I'm saying? Not my choice, but it's their religion, which I think is admirable. I feel like things that us Americans will not understand
Right.
or probably don't get. I feel like everybody's culture is different. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I feel like
And
we have
if
to
you're
be
going
respectful
to
of it.
date someone
Who is Indian?
who is a different culture, you just have to be. This is the
There are some
problem
things
that
that
I
you won't
have.
understand or you won't like.
Even if you don't like it, this is the person I married.
Yeah,
Find out about their day to day
yeah. Like ask
and
those
get
questions.
on with it. But I did admire the fact that she went to live in the house because
But
the
she
women
said
we
she
have
hates
met
it. Or refusing.
had refused before, right?
I know, but if you're gonna do it, it's like because I also feel like maybe
Don't
she's
make
doing
it
it
hell
just.
on earth for the family.
I personally think maybe she's doing it just to be like, well, look at me, look at all the things I'm sacrificing, all this stuff. Like this man's also sacrificing. Like you being like a demon in the house and like yelling on top of your voice, saying, "Shut up!" Like what?
Yeah.
My God. And then just really just being negative energy, that she's quite manipulative. Like, she needs some serious, I don't even know if therapy will even work. At this point, all you can do is go pray. Like, really, she's somebody that only God can handle at this point in life.
You know, he should take her to one of those, like, they have a lot of them around there for meditation, yoga.
She needs meditation. She
That's
needs yoga.
something that she needs to be doing on a daily basis.
And she also needs to get outside the house. You need to learn how to speak Hindu or whatever their language is and try to get out so you're not in the house all the time. But she apparently called Jenny the C word, and they were threatening to fight each other in the alley. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's going to take one time for her hip to go out. Okay, just one push. So let's just leave the youth alone, okay, Jenny? But let's go ahead and let's wrap up with Julio and Christine. I always felt like Julio did not really want Christine. They're supposed to be moving to the Netherlands, but always to me it just seemed like he was very wishy-washy. It just didn't seem like he really wanted to move there. He brought her to the family, was already exposing her. She wants me to move there, and we have issues, and we always fight about little petty stuff. To me, it didn't seem like their relationship had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
So I was like, why did they break up? And when he did break up with her, he basically did it over the phone on the laptop. It was like, well, let's not be together, all this stuff and everything.
He was hoping his parents will intervene.
Yeah, and he was hoping that she would leave him. But it did not work, so he had to break up with her.
He's like, because usually men will try so hard not to break up with you.
Yeah, they really don't like those things. But he said that she had a friend that she was texting and all this stuff, and he had recorded her on conversations. I feel like he has been doing some things wrong. I do not think that Julio is the victim at all whatsoever. I think he tries to claim.
Yeah. He's not the bad guy for breaking up with her. There's a reason why I broke up with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, it's Mary.
And Alma.
And we invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below.